Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man. You have to persevere and fortify your pertinacity until the will to good becomes a disposition to good. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that they are difficult. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. No man was ever wise by chance. If a man knows not what harbor he seeks, any wind is the right wind. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. To wish to be well is a part of becoming well. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. He who is brave is free. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. He who indulges in empty fears earns himself real fears. The day which we fear as our last is but the birthday of eternity. There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. It is quality rather than quantity that matters. Hang on to your youthful enthusiasms. You'll be able to use them better when you're older. A happy life is one which is in accordance with its own nature. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. Life is never incomplete if it is an honorable one. At whatever point you leave life, if you leave it in the right way, it is whole. Life is long if you know how to use it. A physician is not angry at the intemperance of a mad patient, nor does he take it ill to be railed at by a man in fever. Just so should a wise man treat all mankind, as a physician does his patient. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Religion is regarded by the common people as true, by the wise as false, and by the rulers as useful. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. A sword never kills anybody. It is a tool in the killer's hand. Death is the wish of some, the relief of many, and the end of all. Life is the fire that burns and the sun that gives light. Life is the wind and the rain and the thunder in the sky. Life is matter and is earth, what is and what is not, and what beyond is in eternity.